Hello there. Product photography has to be maybe like my second favorite thing about running my own business. I love being able to be creative in a completely different way. I love being able to showcase my candles in a way that makes people want to buy them and that evokes not emotion, but like memories or feelings or yeah, just stuff like that. And it's a really simple way to up your business game and like social media and stuff. So I thought today I would walk you through some of the equipment and props that I use in my own business for my own candles, just in case you're feeling a little stuck. Hopefully this will help you out. All of it can be found on Amazon, so yeah, let's just get into it. Enough talking. Okay, so the first very important piece that I have and I use religiously is this background set. So it is a stand that comes with, I want to say like 5 or 6 backgrounds that are double-sided and in various different colors. I know that there's 3 different variations of this set on Amazon. It's kind of pricey for when you're first starting out. However, I feel like you're getting a lot more for your money. I know there are backdrop places out there who have beautiful backdrops, don't get me wrong, but to spend like $200 on like a top and a bottom piece, I don't know. Starting out, I don't see that being the most affordable option. So that's why I went with this background set. And also what I love about it is, like I said, all the backgrounds are double-sided, so you're getting a lot of different backdrops within one set, but they're also waterproof. Like you can make a mess and get water on it and you just wipe it away and you don't have to really worry about it. I'm obsessed, and honestly I think my branding would be very different without it. I think this is a great idea if you're really limited for space when it comes to showcasing your products in like videos or photos. A lot of us don't have places in our home that are as aesthetically pleasing as we would hope for. So this is just a great way to get that professional look without the professional price. Another prop I really love to use are these little acrylic stands. So it comes in a pack of 3. As you can see here, 3 different sizes, and yeah, I love the clear ones. Mine are a little dusty, I have to clean them off, but I love them because you're able to get different heights without, they kind of just like blend in. They don't really stand out too much. So you're able to solely like showcase your item as opposed to like your prop, if that makes sense. So I have them in clear. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it came in a 2-pack of 3, so you're getting 2 sets, which is amazing. And I think it was like $12, but I think I got it on sale. Anyway, again, I'll have it linked below. But also, okay, I haven't opened this one, but these are essentially the same thing, but they're iridescent. And they're obviously wider. But yeah, it's the same vibe. They're wrapped up right now because I haven't opened them yet, but I have another set that I use all the time. And I also like to use these risers for when I do like a craft show or a trade show, you know, things like that, to display my candles. Oh, and I think I should mention, like, all of these things I'm showing, you don't have to use just for candles. Whatever you sell, I'm sure you can find a way to use it. So yeah, moving on. The next item I really like to use are mirrors. So on Amazon, you can get like packs of different shaped mirrors. I like the way that some of these still have the plastic on it, so they're not like shiny. But it's a great way to bounce light, to just add some more like interesting things to your photos. Like say you're selling this bottle, you could have it on a backdrop like I just showed you on here. It actually looks really good. So yeah, I'm a big fan of mirrors. You do have to be a little, it's a little tricky because sometimes it'll catch your reflection, so you just have to be a little like stealthy about how you place them. But overall, yeah, I just said like 5 million times. And again, I got those on Amazon, will be linked below. The next thing I like to use, these are a little dirty, I don't know if you can see, but plexiglass. So I got this pack of 6, I believe, for like $7, 7 or 8, I don't know, I'm not really sure on the price, but they're really cheap. I got a pack of 6. This is a great way, so if you, say you don't have a backdrop, but you need to get a little messy, or you do have a backdrop that isn't water resistant, plexiglass. If you just get a sheet and lay it on the bottom, the color will still show through the bottom, but this is easy to clean off. So if you want to play with water, you can see my ring light. If you want to play with water, or I don't know, if you're doing skincare, smear some of that on here. Yeah, play with. There's so many ways to use this, and there's so many ways to use different props. You don't have to use them for the use they're intended for, if that makes sense. Get creative, guys. My next favorite thing to use are artificial flowers. So you can get these for really cheap on Amazon, and I mean, buying all these things up front is going to cost you quite a bit, I think. But if you slowly start incorporating things like this into your photography stash, your inventory, I don't really know what you call it, you have a lot of things to choose from. So like I have these little peonies that I use for my spring candles. You'll see me using them in the next video where I'm actually photographing wax melts. I will be using these for one of my scents. I also have some that look like this. You don't necessarily have to get these from Amazon. This is just where I got them from. But I have gotten artificial flowers and plants and stuff from like the dollar store, Target, pretty much anywhere. And the trick with artificial flowers is that if they look really fake, put them farther in the background and have your item closer up, so then your depth of field will kind of blur it a little bit, and no one will know. Another thing I really love are cutting boards. You can get them really cheap. You can use them for cutting stuff, but also for photography. I use this one I've used this one a lot actually. But yeah, it adds just like a nice little touch of warmth. If you have a really like damaged side, I don't know if you can see it, but I just flip it to the nice side. I just make sure that I don't ever cut on one side, so then I can use it for photography. Although if you are doing like food photography, this could be really cool with the distressed look on it. But yes, finding something like a tray or a cutting board or a nice plate really helps. Another thing I really like to use are fabrics. So once I've used a dress of mine because I really like the pattern and I thought it worked well. I don't know where that dress is, but anyway, using fabric. So if you have like a scarf, I'll insert the photo here, but I used a scarf for my She's Fancy candle. I believe I used a pillow for another wax melt. You can use curtains, you can use towels, you can use literally any kind of fabric. I've used sweaters. Fabric is your friend. Honestly, photography itself is so fun because you can use anything. Anything that you want, and you don't have to use it literally. Another prop I really like to use, which I can't show you right now, I'll turn the camera to it later, is my ring light. So rule of thumb is use sunlight or natural light as much as possible, whenever possible. But I know that, sometimes our schedules don't line up with the sun. So using a ring light will really help you. There are other lighting systems, but I just find a ring light so much easier. It lights everything perfectly and evenly, and that's really important. The ring light I use, it doesn't have a name, so I will link it in the description. But obviously it's on its own stand. It plugs in by USB, so you plug it into a phone charger or into your laptop, anything. And it also comes with different settings. So there's different colors that it can turn. The whites, it can do if you just want like regular light, it can do cool, it can do neutral, it can do warm. It has different special effects. I don't really know how I would use those in photography, but I'm sure I could have fun with that in video. I still have more to explore with it. However, I will say that it's cool because it comes with a remote, so you can sync up your phone and take cute pics without having to rush with the timer. I mean, not necessary, but love that. So I will link that below as well. Let's see. Obviously, camera is important, but also not important. You can take really beautiful photos on your phone, especially these days. I use a Canon 80D. I will link it below if you're in the market for a new camera. I love it. I use it for this video and all my videos. I use it for photos. I also sometimes use a Nikon. They are more of an expensive camera. So if you're not in the market yet, don't worry. But if you are in the market, it will make a huge difference in the quality of photos. But like I said, you can take amazing photos with your phone. So don't worry about that. The next thing, hold on, let me go grab it because it's kind of big. Okay, this is kind of a weird one, but another thing I really like using for my photography is a canvas. So it's really big. So what I use this for is to bounce light. Leave a comment down below if you're interested in a video more of the technical standpoints of, taking product photos. I'm more than happy to film that. I might film it anyway, just in case. But with a lot of product photography, sometimes, especially when you're using natural light, if it's coming from one side, it'll cast a really dark shadow on the other side. So I just use this big boy to bounce light onto the other side to make the shadows not as intense. You really do not have to use a canvas. I usually just use a white foam core, which you can get at the dollar store. I know on Amazon they have reflectors that you can buy. If I find them, I'll link them below. But it definitely will up your photography game. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I may have missed. But honestly, these are just the things I use the most often. Did I miss anything? Oh, it's kind of weird, but I really like using coasters, especially if you sell earrings. Earrings on a really cute coaster. Looks really nice. So basically what I'm saying is, photography is where you get to be creative. You can use things for the purposes that they're not really intended for, and have fun. Have fun with fabrics, have fun with layers, have fun with levels, have fun with lighting. I hope you found this video helpful. Yeah, let me know in the comments what your favorite photography prop is. And yeah, everything's linked below in the description, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!